Welcome everyone. Today I want to discuss the balance right cue extension for the middle of the cue between the shaft and the butt end of the stick. So when I'm playing, I get asked a lot about this extension um, and if I like it. I've been playing with this extension on my shaft for 3 years now, and I highly recommend investing in this if you're tall and you have a tendency to grab the back of the stick when you're shooting. Um, I noticed that on majority of my shots when I'm shooting that I'm holding the back of the shaft, not shaft, sorry, the butt, um, when I'm shooting most of my shots. With the extension, it's bringing my hand more in the balanced area of the cue. So, yes, this adds a little bit of weight to this cue, but once you get it down, I feel like it helps with the stroke and the power that you get in the shot with it being a little bit heavier. Um, Now, as far as shorter people, I mean, it's all preference, really. Um, what benefit someone shorter gets out of it, I don't know. I think that, if you're shorter, you're already grabbing up high. So a Q extension is just going to bring you higher. So I wouldn't really recommend that. I have a George Balabushka that I use, and I just bought the same thread size as um, you know the the balabushka, and it threads right on real nice. It locks. It hasn't gone loose. It doesn't give any funny noises when I shoot balls like tings or any of that. Once I put it on there, it locks in tight. It's smooth. It grips good. The only thing it does do that's hard sometimes is it gets stuck on the shaft. So when you're trying to, because you want to crank it down kind of tight when you tighten it together like that. So when you do tighten it together like that, it sometimes is really hard and you have to just kind of do a quick little snap to loosen it up. But I'm going to leave a link in the description for this to Amazon if you decide you want to purchase it. I'm not getting paid to do a review on this. It's just a topic that's always brought up every time I'm shooting in a tournament or something. Somebody comes up and asks me how I like shooting with it and so on and so forth. I know a lot of people buy custom cues just to have longer shafts. Um, but with this, I haven't had any warps, any issues whatsoever. I mean, it's straight as an arrow. Um, let's see, any other. I don't really see any cons with it. I mean, if you get used to shooting with it and then let's say you misplace it or lose it, then when you go down to a short cue again, it feels kind of weird. I do notice when I'm playing with this a lot and then I use my brake stick, the back of my brake stick slips out from my hand because I'm so used to having that extra grip there that now I'm grabbing at like the far end of the cue and sometimes it'll slip out of my hand, which is kind of silly, but I guess it's just kind of like muscle memory when you're playing. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna have a link to the description for in the description for this to purchase on Amazon. It's not an extra charge to you. They just give me a small commission if you purchase it through that link. But like I said, I'm not being paid to do a review on this. This is my honest opinion. I shoot with this. If you know me, you know that I always have this on my cue. A lot of people might think it's silly or a waste because they think that you should adjust your arm regardless to the balance point without the extension in the cue. But for me, it's very balanced. I have lanky arms, so it helps me just find the right spot. Uh, like I said, I still practice pretty much weekly with a regular size cue stick at home, just so in case, like if I'm ever at a tournament or something and this does go missing or or it breaks or whatever the case should be, and I can't get another one right away, then I want to be able to still be prepared to shoot with a regular cue. But as I said, when I'm shooting with the regular cue, I do grab at the end of the cue stick. Now I do have a like I would say it's kind of like the Predator Sports Wrap rubber on the butt of the cue. I took the linen wrap off of this and I bought, I think it's baseball grip from Walmart. I think it was like $2. And basically, I just took the linen wrap off, cleaned the wood underneath, took all the glue off. And this is like a peel and stick rubber. And I've had that on there for probably like 8 months now, and it's really sturdy. It really holds up. It's kind of shocking because I thought, man, this is kind of cheap looking, but it's very comfortable. When my hands get sweaty, stuff like that, I don't lose grip or slip. Sometimes with like the linen wrap, it feels real chalky. Um, and then going to leathers, your when your hand gets sweaty, the cue is slippery. This is like a nice textured grip, so I do get a lot of comments about this as well. But as far as the balance right, adds a little bit of weight. I don't know exactly the specs. I know it's in the details of the product if you were to look it up. Um, but yeah, it just allows me a more balanced. I don't know if you can see this. Here, let me back up a little. But when I'm playing now, I'm here on the back of the stick versus I was always like this on the back of the stick. So now my stroke and my stick. Oh, let me pull. Sorry, I'm trying to finagle this onto camera. But now I have a nice stroke here instead of being like real choked up at the top of the stick a lot on like tight shots and stuff. This gives me a lot more room, a lot more comfortability. Yeah, it's a product that holds up. I don't even know where Balance Right extensions are made or who makes them. I just know I saw that I've tried probably like 7 or 8 brands of the Q extensions and I didn't like them. They warp, they break. Yeah, just bad stuff. And then I tried this Balance Right. I bought it. Was like, man, it's kind of expensive because I bought a couple cheap ones, and you buy cheap ones, you get cheap. You get what you pay for. I think this was like $50 or something, 40, $50. Um, a few years ago, and it's lasted. It's got a little bit of scuffs in it and everything, but it's a great product. So I highly recommend it if if you just wanted to know about the Balance Right. So thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe if you can. Throw any comments you have in down below, and I'll answer them for you at the earliest I can. So thanks, guys.